derby, everybody. Welcome to day number 2 of the fabulous WW tournament.
I'm Jeff Mann.
I'm Joanna. Okay.
Our first bout of day 2 of the 2019 Dust Devil is going to be Duke City. The Duke City Roller Derby Muñecas Muertas versus the Fort Collins FOCO Roller Derby Micro Bruisers. Who do you want to bring out, Jeff?
That's easy for you to say, for sure. All right, introducing from Fort Collins, it is the FOCO Micro Bruisers. Number 04, Wonder Woman. 103, Shannibal Lecter. 138, Unchained Malady. Number 20, Dead Zeppelin. Number 26, Miquazda Be Blazin'. Number 317, Majestic. 44, Judy Boom. 520, Slowly But Surely. 529, Downtown Stabby. 591, Boss Ma'am. 611, Hurt Cobain. Number 619, Huckleberry Spin. Number 717, Emery Bordeaux. Gotcha. Number 96, Jacqueline Hyde, the captain. And number 98, 98 Pounds of Steel.
I don't have control over that.
Sorry about that. All right, there they are, your FOCO Micro Bruisers.
All right, and the Duke City Roller Derby Muñecas Muertas. Number 10, Banff. Number 1013, Holly Seidel. 11, Killer Queen. 15, Harley Darlin. 17, Puns of Steel. 18, Eiffel Terror. 24, Smack Hillivry. 311, B Tana Brat. 464, Induce an Agony. 505, Swearin' Marie. 55, Bo Derelict. 75, Tantrum. 80, Meep Meep. 9, Kel's Inferno. And the captain, 206, Skellalore. Coaches are Fighting Girlfriend, Captain Crunch, and Wench.
All right, and out on the track, we've got Lead Jammer goes to Duke City to start things off. Their captain, Skellalore, working her way through the pack.
FOCO also on scoring passes.
I think they were asking for the music. Not I think we can do that. Yeah. It's really good feedback.
4 more points on the scoring pass for Skellalore.
Yeah, shows no inklings of wanting to stop this jam. She's doing great. Both jammers scoring points.
That's good early on, though. The team's kind of feeling each other out, seeing, what kind of resistance will be put up, what strategies might be in play for the rest of this tournament. Speaking of strategy, there's a star pass for FOCO. And handoff going to 138, Unchained Malady.
And Skellalore calls it off. First jam of the day in the books. Do you have to drink after the first jam? Is that a...
Well, you don't have to, but I mean, why not?
You can. It's an option. You can.
12-7 on that jam, Muñecas Muertas, with a little bit of a lead early on.
All right, taking the jammer line, it's number 10, Banff for Duke City.
591, Boss Man for FOCO. One of my favorite roller derby names to say of all time.
It's a good name. And there we go. Lead jammer status goes to FOCO.
Boss Man taking lead. Banff is free from the pack, ready for a scoring pass as well. Pack is slowed down coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, both teams, nice defense. They're making those diamonds and triangles and all those weird shapes. Nice work by Boss Ma'am getting around the front. Another 4 points for her squad.
Banff still held up in the pack with a couple more FOCO blockers to beat, but she gets knocked outside and will have to recycle back into turn 3.
Good work by Boss Man on the inside line. 4 more points for FOCO.
Shannibal Lecter goes to the penalty box, joining Killer Queen there. So 1 blocker from each team being penalized currently. Oh, and now a track cut penalty on Banff will make this a FOCO power jam. Oh,
But how about that?
it will be a short-lived advantage as a back block is called.
That's okay. I think the more jammers on the track, the better.
Right? So Banff exits the penalty box. Boss Man exits the penalty box, and both our jammers are back on the track. We'll have no lead, and we'll go the full 2 minutes.
All's well with the world.
Advantage in the pack here for Duke City, 4-2, and that's how we will start our next jam. That one finishes with 4 more points on a pass for Banff. High-scoring 2-minute jam there. 16 points for FOCO, 12 for Duke City.
All right, Meep Meep on the line for Duke City.
Up against Wonder Woman.
Whoa. And Meep Meep, lead jammer, goes to Duke City.
Not sure if I like the Muñecas Huertas because of the team name or I just like Albuquerque, the city, or they just have cool names like Banff and Meep Meep.
What's not to like? Meep Meep calls off the jam 4-0 on that scoring pass. Good work.
That extends the Duke City lead to 5 points.
Duke City's going to have a short advantage in the pack as there's still 1 skater for FOCO in the box.
And Bo Derelict will try to take advantage of that for Duke up against Emery Bordeaux, the jammer in blue for Fort Collins, FOCO. Oh, a big hit coming out of turn 1 by the jammer. Emery Bordeaux with some physical jamming work. And Emery Bordeaux does get lead. Still is in the pack, but gets through lead jammer FOCO.
That was a tough initial pass, but Emery Bordeaux finally gets through. It is a depleted Duke City pack, and boom, they make short work of it. 4 big points for FOCO.
Kels Inferno out of the penalty box, back to blocking for Duke City. Killer Queens still in the box, and 1 FOCO blocker going there as well. So we'll have packs of 3 blockers for each team. Emery Bordeaux still scoring points.
Yeah, Bo Derelict took off the star, manages to get through on their initial pass.
And Emery Bordeaux completes another scoring pass. 4 more points for FOCO. Bo Derelict being held up by a tripod formation in turn 4.
Emery Bordeaux hard to the outside, has to come back in legally. Nice work.
Yeah, it was a good hit there by Holly Seidel. Clean hit, taking the jammer to the outside.
And there's the call off. Emery Bordeaux calls it off. All right, 38-32 in favor of FOCO.
That's a lead change there.
All right. Banff and Pounder taking the line.
Oh, that's 98. 98 pounds of steel.
Gotcha.
Do we call that one Pounder?
I think my name might be
Did you make
cooler.
a nickname?
All right, Lead Jammer goes to Duke City. Banff.
Initial pass complete for Foco as well, though. Banff sails through the pack. Oh, as does 98 pounds of steel on the outside line for Foco. Banff coming around for another pass, trying to get to the outside, but is knocked down. No such trouble for 98 pounds of steel. 4 more points for Foco in blue.
Yeah, Banff sent all the way to the back. She's got Lead Jammer, so she can do what she likes with it. She's going to let this jam run on.
Both jammers now back to the pack as it moves through turn 4, back to the jam line. Banff still lead for Duke. Foco has 1 blocker in the penalty box. The other 3 holding up Banff right now. But Banff finishes passing them for 4 more points.
Yeah, 98 pounds of steel having a hard time at the back of that Duke City pack. Sneaks
Foco
around on the outside, though. Nice work, 98 pounds of steel.
Foco back to full strength in the blocking pack. That it was Judy Boom coming back out there. She had a great day blocking yesterday. Good first game for Foco. High-scoring jams early here. 22 points on that one for the Muñecas Muertas. 13 for the Micro Bruisers, and another lead change. Back to Duke City in front by 3.
Already. All right, Skellelore and Boss Ma'am, your jammers.
Both starting on the outside, but Boss Man comes inside and gets out first. Lead jammer, Micro Bruisers. Skellelore completing an initial pass as well. And now back in the pack, scoring points. Nice work there by slowly but surely holding up Skellelore briefly. Skellelore did get through for 4. 1 blocker from each team sent to the penalty box. 4 more points for Skellelore.
Yeah, nice little apex jump.
Well, Skellelore almost stayed inbounds there, just went outside. Now recycling behind slowly but surely once again.
Doesn't seem to be in any kind of hurry back there.
Boss Man in a hurry to get back to the pack, though, for another scoring pass for Foco, the lead jammer. Boss Man juking to the outside around to Swear and Marie. And picking up 3 points on that pass for the Micro Bruisers. Well, I also like because their name's a beer pun.
They've got it all.
Yeah. Okay, 15-11 on that jam in favor of Foco, and that gives us another lead change. The Micro Bruisers up by 1.
All right, Wonder Woman on the line for Foco, and that's Meep Meep for Duke City. And wow, Wonder Woman makes short work of that pack. Lead jammer for Foco.
Yeah, that was quick work getting to the outside line and just taking that. Got some help from the blockers, and the blockers are doing a great job defensively as well,
Yeah.
holding up Meep Meep, which is no easy job.
Yeah, Wonder Woman gets snagged for a cutting penalty on the outside and has some company in the penalty box.
Yeah, that's the captain, Jacqueline Hyde, joining her there. And that means a power jam for Duke City. Duke City does not have a lead, though, so we'll get 2 minutes of Meep Meep.
A steady diet of Meep Meep.
Well, it is a Saturday morning,
Yeah, why not, right?
right? I'm used to Saturday morning cartoons. A little Roadrunner, Meep Meep.
Nice work. Meep Meep gets through. Another 4 points for Duke City.
As you mentioned, Jeff, a lot of these jams running long. Some of them intentionally, some of them because we don't have lead like this one.
Mm-hmm.
But big scoring jams, points being put up in large chunks.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that strategy changes as we go on. Oh, big pile up here in turn number 4. Everybody's okay.
One penalty assessed out of that was to number 20 from FOCO, Dead Zeppelin.
And there it is, the end of the jam, a full 2 minutes of derby. Looks like FOCO's going to start with a 1-blocker disadvantage.
And that jam was 16-13 in favor of the Muñecas Huertas, who were up by 2. It was another lead change.
Bo Derelict and Emery Bordeaux, your jammers.
A little bit of a feint there by Emery Bordeaux at the start to the outside, then going back to the inside. It does not fool Duke City. Bo Derelict getting through first, taking lead for the Muñecas.
Yeah, fancy footwork on the inside line gets Bo through for lead jammer. Meanwhile, Emery Bordeaux not having a good time of it at the hands of these Duke City blockers.
Yeah, they've got a nice pack of 4 blockers out there. Kels Inferno serving as kind of a brace for a tripod +1 that is broken up a little bit now as they move out of turn 3.
And there we go. Emery manages to get through on her initial pass. And Bo calls it off.
Yeah, good jam for Bo Derelict wearing black there for the Duke City Muñecas Muertas. Is that a pile of sticks or a death metal band logo? We're not sure. Is it a hedgerow? Is it doom metal? I don't know. Are they from Norway?
All right, 98 pounds of steel and Banff, your jammers.
The jersey does say pounder, though, for FOCO. You are right, Jeff. I believe that means we can call her pounder.
All right, Banff lead jammer status for Duke City. Meanwhile, we got a star pass by FOCO, so they've got their pivot turn jammer loose. That's Kurt Cobain, and that's the end of the jam.
That didn't go 2 minutes. What happened? I don't understand anymore. Four 4-0 jam, extending that slight lead. 13 minutes left in the first half of this is game number 5 of the Dust Devil, the first one of day 2.
All right, Skellalore and Bossman, your jammers. And we got a quick lead jammer status goes to, okay. Went to Skellalore, but now Skellalore being whistled off for a cutting penalty. Got lead and then cut.
So we'll go back to a long jam here. We'll go 2 minutes. Boss Man getting tripped up coming into turn 3. And that'll mean a low block penalty to Duke City That's Induce an Agony going to the box, where she will sit and feel shame.
Another 2-minute game.
Looks like we'll have another 2-minute jam. You go and you feel shame. Then you get free.
I love it. No, no, no.
All right, so initial pass complete here. Cleanly there for Skillelar. Boss Man picking up more points, closing the gap for Foco. 5-on-5 derby on the track. Boss Man going to the inside, hopping around the apex. And picking up 4 more. Skillelar trying to get through to the outside of the Foco blockers. Had 1 more to beat, and then they form up in front of her. Skillelar taking the star off the helmet, putting it back on.
They still know you're the jammer.
You fooled no one. Your silly ruse did not work.
All right, penalty box doing brisk business as we've got 2 skaters for Foco and 1 for Duke City.
That's the natural conclusion of the 2-minute jam.
That's going to be my new derby name, Natural Conclusion. Unnatural conclusion.
So a big 20-point jam for Foco. 20-4 there, and another lead change back to the Micro Bruisers. Now up by 5, 99-94. Both teams on the precipice of triple digits.
All right, Meep Meep and Wonder Woman, your jammers. And Meep Meep scores lead early.
Wonder Woman knocked to the inside there by Killer Queen, having to recycle back into turn 4. Now knocked to the outside of the track. Good teamwork there by Duke City. That was Holly Seidel. Meep Meep unconcerned by those goings on, scoring 4 points for the Muñecas.
Duke City on a bit of a hot streak here. They got 4 straight lead jammer status. And it's... And there it is, the end of the jam.
Shout out to Party On Barth from Albuquerque doing our bout production for this bout today. Thank you very much.
He's just producing away over here.
All right, Bo Derelict taking the star for Duke City up against Emery Bordeaux at the jam line. A little bit of a pack advantage for Duke, 4-3.
Let's see if Duke City can take advantage of it. Like I said, 4 and now 5 straight lead jammer statuses for the Muñecas Muertas. I think if you're going to say that, you have to really say it.
Muñecas Muertas.
Muñecas Muertas.
Was that the name of a Breaking Bad episode? It should be.
And there it is, a call off the jam. That is an unnatural conclusion, I guess.
When you change your derby name, I'll change mine to Unnatural Conclusion. Muñecas making it over 100, 102 now to 99.
All right, on the jammer line, it's Banff and 98 pounds of steel.
Some whistles there. We've got an official timeout.
Looks like we got an official
On the
timeout.
track.
We sort things out.
And that gives me a chance to talk about what else but raffles, Jeff.
More raffles. Nothing I like more.
Yeah, Tucson Derby Brats having another raffle today for more sandwiches.
What?
Yeah. Jersey Mike subs. They're delicious. They have wraps too. They have a turkey wrap with like a honey mustard they put on there. Not shabby at all. I like it in my mouth. It's good.
I think they are best known for their delicious cheesesteaks, if you're into that sort of thing.
Maybe. Yeah. They have an Italian sub. That's pretty good. Yeah. The Italian deli meats. Yeah, so raffle, we're going to draw that at halftime of the last game today. Go get those raffle tickets over at the Derby Brats booth. You can buy merch from them, too. They have shirts for Derby Brats. Great.
Oh boy, bad news for Foco. The jammer sent to the penalty box.
And Banff, that means we'll have a power jam, and Banff gets lead for Duke City. On the power jam, getting lead. One Duke City blocker in the box, though. I believe that blocker will be there for a full minute because of a double penalty.
Insubordination.
You have to leave in a timely manner.
98 pounds of steel released from the penalty box. Back to pushing on the back of a Duke City pack.
Yeah, both jammers having to go it alone here against the opposing blockers.
Oh, and now a track cut to Banff. Power jam in the other direction for Foco. And once again, we'll get a 2-minute jam.
98 pounds of steel jamming unopposed for Foco. Squeaks right through. Oh, but hit out. Nice work out there by number 9, Kells Inferno. And there it is, the end of the jam.
Kells, one of the veteran Duke City skaters that we've gotten to see here over the years, kind of take more of a prominent role in the team, more blocking from Kells Inferno.
We've seen them grown up right before our eyes.
Right?
All right, looks like Duke City is going to start without a jammer. Meep still doing time.
Boss Ma'am trying to get the inside line for Foco. She does. Lee jammer.
Yeah, a little bit of shake and bake. Goes outside, cuts in, gets through.
Banff out of the penalty box. Star in hand. Boss Man completing the first scoring pass for 4 points. Banff encountering resistance between the turns. And now being sent off for another track cut penalty. Bad news for the Muñecas. They're only up by 3. This is a tight bout, and those penalties may come back to haunt them.
Well, Foco managing to break up that hot streak by Duke City after 7 straight leads. Boss Man manages to get lead for her squad.
Foco mostly hanging back in the pack. One blocker up, playing a little bit of offense, and then bridging. Banff, again unshackled from the penalty box.
She's going to try it again.
And after all of that, Banff attempts the star pass, hands it off to number 1013.
Yeah, that's Holly Seidel. Yeah. And there you go. Holly Seidel makes it through 4 points. And that's the end of the jam.
Yeah, nice jammer footwork there by Holly Seidel. We've seen some heavy hits, but
so talented. So talented.
Yeah.
All right, Meep and Wonder Woman ready to go. Looks like we got everything sorted out. We're ready to get back to roller derby.
Oh, fancy moves by Wonder Woman. Was knocked just to the outside, popped back in on the toe stops, went directly to the inside line before any of the blockers could get there. Lead jammer Foco. Meep free from the pack as well, but not lead. Pivot for each team going to the penalty box. Jacqueline Hyde and Swearin Marie.
Meep throwing her weight around in that pack, trying to get through. But another 4 points for
both teams.
Wonder Woman calls it off.
Good jam.
Action-packed.
About 2.5 minutes left in the first half. 9-point lead for FOCO. Bo Derelict paying attention to where Emery Bordeaux is located on the jam line. Both jammers starting off slow.
Always be aware of where the jammers are.
Bo Derelict knocked to the outside of the track. Emery Bordeaux soon follows. They both recycle.
Unceremoniously dumped to the outside. And there we go. Lead jammer status for FOCO.
Initial pass complete for Duke City as well. Both of those pivots are out of the penalty box now. Emery Bordeaux putting up 4 points and coming back for more. Bo Derelict almost had completed that scoring pass and got knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Jacqueline Hyde, the captain for FOCO, knocks her out, takes her all the way to the back.
This is a stout blocking formation from FOCO, holding back the Duke City Jammer and making room for Emery Bordeaux. A slick scoring pass right through the middle. I don't see the star on anybody's head for Duke right now, but Bo is knocked to the outside. Not cleanly, though, as Jacqueline Hyde making the way back to the penalty box. Bo Derelict recycling to the back of turn 4. Emery Bordeaux going for another scoring pass, coming to the inside. Getting held up at the pivot line. Oh, and knocked down. Duke City hovering near her. Emery Bordeaux decides to call off that jam. A timely call off as long as you're on the ground there. Don't even take time to get back up. Just call it off, go back to your bench. Makes sense. Big jam there for FOCO. 19-4 brings us to halftime and a score of 121 for Duke City, 145 for the Fort Collins FOCO Micro Bruisers. We'll have a 15-minute intermission. Great chance to buy raffle tickets.
Maybe
get some merch.
A t-shirt. Yeah, whatever, man. Commemorate your trip to the beautiful city of Tucson, Arizona by buying another roller derby t-shirt.
You can't have too many of those.
You got to vote with your wallet, people. We'll be back shortly. Have fun.
Starting off the second half with one blocker in the box. It's the pivot for FOCO. Jacqueline Hyde, also the captain.
And it looks like Banff, nice work, gets lead jammer.
For anybody who missed the first half, a lot of back and forth, a lot of long jams. Not a lot of real short 4-0s on there.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that changes here in the second half. 145 to 121 in favor of the Micro Bruisers.
Right. Maybe if Duke gets some leads like this here, maybe they'll reevaluate and see what they want to do. Interesting to see halftime changes in strategy, as always.
Nice work. Little apex jump there by Banff. 4 more points for the Muñecas Muertas. Ouch.
Pack coming to a bit of a standstill on either side of turn 3 here.
Yeah, not much help, but it doesn't matter as Banff makes her way through another 4.
Pounder still being held up at the back of that pack. 2 Duke City blockers back there.
I think maybe it's the new name. We got to go back to calling her 98 pounds.
98 pounds of steel.
Yeah, this new name is a total jinx.
we messed it up. Sorry
about that,
98
Pounder.
pounds of steel. Yeah. You did it again, Jeff. Back to that Duke City pack. It's Killer Queen, Kells Inferno, Skellor all there. Doing, again, a terrific job holding off 98 pounds of steel. 98 pounds of steel picked up 3 points on that pass, but hard won.
Yeah, 22-3 on that jam. Nice work.
Still not a score, not a lead change yet.
Yeah, not quite a lead change. Foco still up by 5. Definitely ate into that lead quite a bit, though. But it's like you. What is it you say about elephants, Jeff?
You do not eat them with one bite.
There you go. Okay, 24 for Duke City. The jammer is Smack Kilivry. We generally call that skater Smack.
Thank you. However, lead jammer, Boss Ma'am for Foco.
Smack still pushing on blockers near the outside of that track.
Smack's good. I like Smack better.
Boss Man completing the scoring pass for 4. Smack still finding no purchase on that outside line.
Yeah, nice work. A little 2-on-1 happening.
The little apex jump in turn 3 for Boss Man.
That was not an easy apex jump.
No.
That was like a straight, on the straightaway.
Degree of difficulty for sure.
Yeah, very high degree of
Announcers
difficulty.
will award extra points. The Russian judges do not, apparently, but whatever.
Oh. And there it is, a cutting call to Boss Man. Her skate just went out up in turn number 1. She's going to the box.
So we'll see another one of those long jams like we did in the first half. Duke City completing the star pass to Swearin' Marie, the pivot turned jammer. Swearin' Marie, a little stop and start there, a hesitation move. Now knocked to the outside, having to recycle in turn 2. Good penalty killing work by the Micro Bruisers. Boss Man, out of the penalty box and a 4-point scoring pass.
4 points, and there it is, the end of the jam.
Clear penalty box now. We'll get to start with some 5-on-5 roller derby.
The more the merrier. All right, Wonder Woman and Meep Meep, your jammers.
I kind of want to combine them and make one jammer named Wonder Meep.
Nice. All right, both jammers having a tough time here on their initial passes. There we go. Lead jammer, Meep Meep.
Wonder Woman clear on the initial pass as well. Meep Meep scoring points. Turning around, seeing Wonder Woman, calling things off. Oh, Foco steals 4 points.
Yeah, Wonder Woman skates all the way through the 4 whistles and gets her points. Nice work.
Only 2 on that pass for Meep.
Crazy how that happens.
Sometimes I think if you're the one calling it, I don't know.
All right, Emery Bordeaux taking the line for Foco. Looks like Bo Derelict for
Derelict.
Duke City.
Emery Bordeaux recycled all the way back to the jam line almost, and that gives time for lead jammer Duke City, Bo Derelict. FOCO has lost its pivot to the penalty box. Smooth work getting around two blockers in turn 3.
Yeah, great skating out there by Bo Derelict.
And nice blocking by Duke City. Emery Bordeaux finally completing the initial pass.
Yeah, that took a while. That was a tough initial pass.
That was almost a full minute. People falling down. We've got some whistles. The
Yeah.
FOCO pivot back in the penalty box.
Yeah, slowly but surely got a back block. Her team's going to be down a blocker.
Pack gets stretched out and has to reform between turns 3 and 4. Bo Derelict takes the opportunity to get to the front. One more blocker to beat. Pushing past the pivot line, turn 1. And they have to let Bo go.
Let Bo go. Buy one, get one free.
Oh, slowly but surely out of the penalty box now, encountering Bo Derelict. Holding up Bo while Emery Bordeaux scores 4 points. One more scoring point for Bo Derelict, getting in 4 more for Duke. And just as soon as FOCO extends the lead, Duke City closes it back up with a 15-4 jam. Now only down by 5. The Muñecas Muertas will give the star back to Banff.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there you go. Banff takes the outside, gets lead quickly.
98 pounds of steel, still working to try to get through the Duke pack.
Thanks for not jinxing.
I think it would be hubris if we thought we were in control of that. Or maybe we just let it ride.
Sheer hubris.
Is that a good derby name?
That's a derby name, sheer hubris.
We're giving these out for free, folks.
Write them down.
Yes.
Slick scoring pass, untouched on the outside for Banff. Looks at the bench, they tell Banff to keep going. "98 pounds of steel." Every time they pass a Duke blocker, 2 more appear, it seems like. Nice work at the front of that pack. Swearin Murray and Harley Darlin holding back 98 pounds of steel, who did get the 4 points for that pass, though.
And we do have a lead change on the scoreboard. Muñecas Muertas 175, the Micro Bruisers 172. It's a great way to start out day 2 of the Dust Devil.
Yeah, a real back and forth bout. Both teams fighting hard and in contention for victory today.
It's like Smack and Boss Ma'am, your jammers.
Both are free, but the lead goes to Duke City.
Yeah, Boss Ma'am. Whoa.
Pack coming to a stop in turn 1. It's a nice hit by McQuadzabe Blazin, but it was not legal. Going to the penalty box. McQuadzabe Blazin. I like the gloves, by the way. Good luck. 4 more points for Smackillivray. Duke City retaining lead. A trio of Fort Collins blockers meeting Smack on the straightaway. Eventually, Shannibal Lecter has to let Smack go. 4 more points for Duke. Already 8 points here for Smackillivray. Maybe a secret weapon for Duke's second half.
You got to try everything.
That got stretched out a little bit there between turns 3 and 4. Now coming back together. Shannibal Lecter trying to get past that Duke City trio we've seen before. Killer Queen, Skillalore, and Holly Seidel. Cannot quite do it. Does pick up 3 points, however. Ooh, an interesting situation. The FOCO Blue Team official review was for more points to be put on the board. They believed that some points were missed, and our officials got together and they agreed with them. So the points go on the board, and FOCO retains their official review for the second half. They can use that again.
Well, it's great when you've got that way to make sure that things get done correctly. Nice work by the officials.
They need every point here. Right now, FOCO down by 8. But they do have lead jammer, Wonder Woman. Whoa.
And Wonder Woman calls that one off.
All right, a little bit of a pack advantage for Duke City, 4-3, with the FOCO pivot back in the box.
All right, Bo Derelict and Emery Bordeaux, your jammers.
Emery knocked to the outside. They'll have to recycle back to the jam line behind number 9, Kells Inferno. I feel like we've been fed a steady diet of Emery Bordeaux today. Lots of jamming from them. And Emery takes lead and is ready for a scoring pass. Star has been removed from the Duke City helmet. Emery Bordeaux completing a scoring pass for FOCO, the Micro Bruisers in blue, Duke City in black. And Duke City completing a star pass to the pivot, Kells Inferno, number 9. So now it's FOCO closing the gap. 191 for them, 193 for Duke City.
Hold on.
Oh.
We got to change. 195 to 193 in favor of FOCO.
14 and a half minutes in the second half.
Exactly. All right, Duke City picks up lead. Looks like meep.
Wonder Woman completing an initial pass, giving chase.
And there is a quick call off. We talked about it earlier that we might see some strategy changes, and here they come.
Yeah, that was it. Duke not running long on that one as they had so many times earlier and picking up a 3-0 jam.
What the heck? All right, Boss Man and Banff, your jammers.
Bit of jammer subterfuge there by Duke City. They had Meep Meep and Banff on the track at the same time before Meep Meep went back to the bench.
Just when you think you know who the jammer is.
Duke losing a blocker, making this a 3-3 pack.
Boss Man, your lead jammer.
Pack slowing to a crawl in turn one. Both jammers getting held up there.
Yeah, great defense by both squads. Ouch. Big pile up. Everybody seems okay, though.
Boss Man stepping over blockers to pick up points.
Will you get out of my way? Boss Man making it look easy. Another 4 points for FOCO. And again, 4 more for FOCO. Boss Man's having a great jam.
Banff with the star in hand, trying to get through a FOCO tripod that loses one blocker. Becomes, I guess, a bipod. A 2-blocker formation.
A flurry of whistles here in turn 4.
That will leave us with a Duke pack advantage. 3-1 on the track right now. All right, that time clock on the timeout coming to an end. We will have Wonder Woman jamming for FOCO with only 1 blocker on the track. Meep Meep taking the start for Duke with 3 blockers out there. And Meep's knocked to the inside. Wonder Woman helping out with a little bit of defense. Meep does get through. Lead jammer Duke City. Wonder Woman freed from the pack as well. Both jammers ready for scoring passes. Meep knocks over the FOCO blocker and calls off the jam. Shout out, by the way, to our track maintenance crew, making sure the track is safe, doing a terrific job all weekend here in our 5th bout of the 2019 Dust Devil.
As safe as they can make it, I guess.
Sure, as safe as a roller derby track can be.
Yeah, anywhere where you're skating around beating each other up is a certain level of unsafeness.
All right, we're ready to get started again after that interruption. And as we mentioned, the Microbruisers will be short 1 blocker. So a pack advantage for Duke, but it looks like the Duke jammer was assessed a penalty at the end of that jam. That's Meep Meep in the penalty box. Emery Bordeaux will take the star for FOCO.
Well, I'm glad we got that sorted out.
And FOCO up by 21 points. Emery Bordeaux knocked to the outside, having to recycle in this straightaway.
Yeah, still on her initial pass. Great work out there by Duke City.
Yeah, the Duke City blockers got a little strung out there in turn 3, have come back together into a braced 4-person formation. Kels Inferno doing the bracing there. And Meep Meep out of the penalty box. Meep Meep takes lead.
Yeah, how about that? Nice work by Duke City.
FOCO unable to take advantage of the power start. Meep Meep getting into the teeth of the Fort Collins defense. Now moving to the outside and picking up 4 points, making sure the star is on the helmet. All is well. Duke City scoring points. No stars on helmets for FOCO right now. Meep Meep taking the outside line, picking up 4 more. And there's the star jetting out from the pack, slowly but surely, number 520 for FOCO. And slowly but surely was closing, not slowly, very quickly on Meep Meep. And Meep called off.
Yeah, she
The jam.
squeaks out 1 point.
She passed the jammer. Was that a jammer point, Jeff? No. They don't exist. They're mythical unicorns.
I think that's great because now you can be a jammer ref if you don't have a thumb. You're allowed. You don't need a thumb to.
That's great. Yeah, we're making it more accessible for
Absolutely.
people with different
Absolutely.
abilities. That's great.
Opening the door for a lot of people.
Absolutely. I've seen a few. I've worked with some.
I, for one, look forward to our insect overload.
Yeah.
Raising her mandible high.
Okay, lead jammer coming out of turn 2. That's Bamp from Duke City. And the 98 pounds of steel. Pounder has completed the initial pass for FOCO. 1 blocker in the box for each team. Four on the board there for Pounder.
And it is filling up over there in the FOCO penalty box.
Once
Only-
again, they only have 1 blocker on the track.
Yeah. There we go. That's got to be a drinking game.
Duke continues to eat into this lead, down to 14 points for FOCO. Penalties not helping the Micro Bruisers.
Looks like one of the Duke City skaters took herself off the track to repair some safety equipment.
Yeah, looks like an elbow pad had disintegrated there.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed there was two blockers on the track and 1 on the penalty box, and things didn't add up for Duke City. That was because of the safety equipment that needs to be repaired, apparently.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Going to go back to the bench and fix that elbow pad.
This Holly Seidel, I believe, a big part of the Duke City blocking effort today, and did a good job on a scar pass earlier on in the first half.
Very good, yeah.
Uncooked chicken fingers. Don't eat the uncooked chicken fingers. You'll get all the salmonellas.
None of the reviews, all of the salmonella.
No salmoneos, all salmonellas. What have I done? Okay, 5-on-5 roller derby on the track. Meep Meep and Boss Mam, your jammers. Meep knocked to the outside. The lead jammer is Boss Mam for FOCO. The Micro Bruisers in blue. Micro Bruisers lose their pivot to the penalty box. Meep Meep clears the pack for an initial pass.
Oh boy, FOCO in trouble with 2 blockers being sent to the penalty box. Big advantage here for Duke City.
Once again, the penalty box becoming an enemy of the Micro Bruisers. Both jammers out on scoring passes. Meep Meep going to the outside, tucking in behind one of her blockers. Nice work. Got in behind Harley Darlin for 4 points. Harley cannot hold back Boss Mam, but Boss Mam picks up a track cut penalty getting around Harley Darlin.
Yeah, this is just the big break that the Duke City squad needed. As they're closing the gap 238 to 232.
And they'll have a 2-minute jam, reminiscent of the first half. Meep Meep getting recycled back behind the pivot line. Doing a little 180 at the front, picking up 4 more.
Yeah, she took a hard hit there by that last blocker, Meep Meep.
Pack slowing down between turns 1 and 2. Now the Duke City blockers moving up, playing a little bit of offense for Meep. Falling back, Meep Meep with 1 more blocker to beat. And that blocker has friends. But they have to let Meep Meep go. 4 more points for Duke. And that's the Again, the natural conclusion, Jeff,
Natural
of the jam.
conclusion. All right, and it looks like Boss Ma'am got sprung from the penalty box at the last second, so the FOCO will be starting with their jam around the track.
Yeah, a lot went on there, Jeff. Gosh, 20 to 8. 4.5 minutes. Bo Derelict now jamming for Duke. Wonder Woman for FOCO.
And here we go. Quick job getting lead by Duke City.
Duke City only down by 2. Bo Derelict on the scoring pass. Wonder Woman knocked outside.
Wow. A near miss over there in turn 3. And Bo Derelict's going to call it off.
That looked like a 4-0, was it, Jeff? A 4-0.
A 4-0 jam, and we've got a lead change. However, we also have what looks like an official review coming up. Yeah, on that official review, Duke was looking for a cutting penalty on the FOCO jammer. They did not get their wish.
Yep, the jammer's on track, so they'll lose that official review. Duke out of clock stoppages.
All right. Meep and Emery Bordeaux working hard. Both of them no help at all against the opposing blockers.
Tough for FOCO to provide any help. They are 1 blocker short, only 3 of theirs in the pack.
Yeah, and there it is. Lead jammer goes to Duke City. Meep. Looks like a star pass happening over there for FOCO, so they spring the pivot turned jammer. Looks like it's slowly but surely, yeah.
Both jammers getting points, slowly but surely, knocking Meep to the outside of the track. And Meep calls it off. Meep. So 4-4. Duke City remains in the lead by 2 points. They'll have 1 blocker starting in the box.
No pressure. No big deal.
And it appears that they will put Meep on the jam line once again.
Yeah, Wonder Woman on the line for FOCO.
Physical jamming by Wonder Woman, splitting the blockers and taking lead for FOCO.
Yeah, just so strong. Wonder Woman making their way through.
Meep jamming her second jam in a row, trying to get around blockers. You want it? 6-1-1, Hurt Cobain going to the penalty box for FOCO. On the forearm penalty?
Yeah, that's it. And now followed up by Dead Zeppelin. 2 blockers for FOCO.
So they do have the lead jammer, but they are short 2 blockers. Meep has completed a scoring pass. Or, I'm sorry, an initial pass. Oh! Wonder Woman now picking up a jammer penalty, a track cut on FOCO, and we'll have a 2-minute jam.
Yeah, that is a big break for Duke City. Wonder Woman was lead jammer, but now sent to the box.
Things were getting perilous at the end of the game. We may get in 1 or 2 more jams. Hold on, Jeff. We're coming in for a landing.
Do these chairs have seat belts?
Being held back by the formerly penalized Hurt Cobain.
Yeah, a trio of FOCO blockers up front trying to slow Meep down. Meep completes the star pass.
But Wonder Woman on the track, scoring points now for FOCO. 4 more. Only 3 on that pass for the skater that took the star pass. Holly Seidel, 10-13. That's the end of that jam.
Looks like they got that elbow pad problem fixed.
And it looks like currently on the board, 259 for the Muñecas, 258 for the Micro Bruisers. 17 seconds left, and the clock is stopped. A timeout by Fort Collins, down by 1 point. They need to get in one more jam.
Well, I feel sorry for anybody that slept in and didn't come to the first game of the day. This has been fantastic. Great roller derby, a great way to start day 2 here at the Dust Devil.
Well, that timeout's happening. The official making sure that everything is totaled here correctly in a 1 point game.
Yeah, they're making sure the points are straight here with the scorekeepers.
Oh, and it looks like points added to the Muñecas, 3 more. So 262 to 258. FOCO will need a 4-point pass to tie.
Oh, yeah. All right, and now I'm seeing the official review hand signal out there.
And seeing as Duke City had lost theirs, this is obviously one for the Micro Bruisers. So critical that they won that first one and have retained that review. Scoreboard still changing, as I believe our streaming viewers will see on the screen. For our in-house viewers, 2 more points, or let's see, 256 for the Micro Bruisers, 262 now for Duke. So we went from a 1-point lead to a 6-point lead.
You mean the people watching on the live stream don't have to turn around to see the score?
Crazy, right?
Wow.
What'll they think of next?
This modern technology. All right, so the officials are talking it over with the teams.
And an interesting wrinkle here right now in the penalty box is one blocker from Duke City and the jammer from Fort Collins. Wonder Woman sitting in the penalty box. So if FOCO's down by 6 and they need points to win here, their cardinal job has to be keeping Banff from getting lead for Duke. Looks like the review coming to a conclusion. Refs heading off the track.
The teams are ready to go, that is for sure. All right, looks like it was a score-related official review, and here we go.
FOCO now down by 5 coming into this jam. Their jammer not on the track. Banff gets through. Banff is lead jammer.
Yeah, that was a very, very big play by Duke City to get Banff lead jammer status.
Banff fighting through blockers, trying to stay on the track. And Banff completes a scoring pass. The bench urging Banff to keep going. Wonder Woman out of the pack, completing an initial pass. Banff knocked to the outside, and Banff does call the jam off finally.
I was getting nervous.
Yeah, a little risky to keep running there, right? And we have a whistle, so there will be an unofficial final. The unofficial final has us at 257 for the Micro Bruisers, 268 for the Muñecas. As close as this is, I want to wait for that other whistle, though.
I think it's a good idea. Very prudent.
Jeff, whichever way this goes, that was thrilling. Our closest bout of the weekend, I think.
A great way to start things out, yeah.
Wow!
Coming up next, of course, it's Tucson and Happy Valley.
Oh,
Don't go anywhere.
that should be another terrific bout. I'm excited for that one.
If you're watching at home, make sure your streaming device is charged up.
All right, the scoreboard says it's a final score, so let's announce it. 257 for the Fort Collins FOCO Micro Bruisers, 268 for your winners, From Duke City Roller Derby, the Muñecas Muertas.
And easily the most exciting game of the day.
Oh yeah, so far.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
definitely the best one today, for sure. We'll see if it holds up. That's my bout for the day. That was great working with you, Jeff.
Thanks, you too. Good to see you, my friend.
You're going to be back for the 1 o'clock?
I'm back right here for Tucson and Happy Valley. You got it.
Excellent.
All right, everybody, get yourself something to eat, something to drink. We'll see you soon.